What's up agents, Patrick Wolf here. Welcome to another Division 2 guide video. Today's guide video is going to be about hardwired gear set. Why is it so good right now? How do you fully utilize it? How do you actually make your seeker mines come back every 10 seconds without having to deconstruct your skills? There's a few tricks I want to put in this video. If you're a veteran and you understand the shield quick deploy, the perfectly rooted and all those things, you might not learn too much from this video, but do stick around because you never know, you might learn a few things. But yeah, let's get straight into this. Just a quick little side note, I do stream on Twitch quite often. I will leave a link in the description. Please go and follow me on Twitch. And also, I just wanted to say thank you very much, guys, for the recent support. If you do want to become a member, we've got quite a big community growing in my private Discord. It's only for members. If you guys want to come play with me, chat, it's a lot of fun. So just click join on the main page on my YouTube channel and you guys will become a member. I think it's like 99 cents a month or something. So that's how you guys actually become a member. Just letting everyone know, because I do get questioned about this all the time. So this is, I wouldn't really call, you know what guys, this actually is the hardwired secret, because I'm going to teach you some things that might help you a lot. Ways to get your seeker mines out as quick as possible. Just increase your efficiency while playing with this kind of skill build, which I have dropped previously, but this is a bit different. So the first thing you guys need to know, it's not a build video, but it's going to be a guide. But if you're going to be using the seeker mines with hardwired, which I would recommend because it's the most efficient way to deal a lot of damage to multiple enemies at once, up to 4 million damage a shot with each little tiny seeker mine. So make sure you guys use demolitionist and just have explosive ordnance on. You can also ignore explosions, which does help, but make sure you do have that on. If you want to use the mortar turret, that's very, very strong, utilize that. But I'm going to go and showcase you guys the hardwired gear set and why it's so good right now, and why you need to utilize the backpack and the chest piece talent. I see a lot of people using the 4-piece but not using the chest piece and the backpack. Now, I very much understand if you guys would like to use, instead of this, which gives you 25% damage, you could actually use glass cannon, which does work with skills, which gives you the same amount, but you take 50% more damage. So you need to decide what you want to utilize, because this buff only comes back when the feedback loop is active, which does show you in the UI now. It has been fixed completely, so it works really well. So I would recommend using the chest piece, and then on the backpack as well, you're going to make sure you use this. Why? Because it's 10-second cooldown. And why is that so important with a build? Let's say, for example, we want to do a seeker mine spam build. This is the most efficient way to deal the most amount of damage and to get your seeker mines back in the quickest amount of time. If you just use the backpack, you get your seeker mines back every 10 seconds without speccing into skill haste whatsoever. You can have 0% skill haste and you could just throw your seeker mines and get them back every 10 seconds. Why is this so important and why is this so strong? The biggest reason is because you can not waste your attributes rolling onto skill haste. You can just go crazy and put that beautiful skill damage on everything, because you don't need to spec into skill haste. Skill damage on everything, guys. That's how you should be running the skill damage on everything, because we're going to be getting them back, and I'm going to show you the most efficient way. As you guys can see, I'm holding a shield. I know you might be wondering, well, why are you holding a shield? Well, we're going to get to that in the firing range. I'm going to showcase how you guys can do this the most efficient way. But obviously the Wyvern for the skill damage, and then you need a China Light for obviously skill damage, skill haste, whatever, doesn't matter. We can put whatever we want there. Doesn't really. The only problem is when you put your mods, there's no like skill damage mods. There's only, skill haste is probably the best in slot, unless you want to be using a repair skill, which you shouldn't be, because I'm demonstrating what you guys can do. Skill duration doesn't really help us at all anyway. So the next thing we're going to talk about before we go and demonstrate this to you guys, why it's so important to use the backpack and with the shield, which is quite a trick that I don't see a lot of people using. The send-off. This is something you can get from the technician specialization. I'm going to showcase this in a second, how to get it. Perfectly rooted. This is what you need in all skill builds, in my opinion, that run with, well, to be fair, guys, any kind of skill build, even a healing build. Now, there are some pros and cons with this, which I'm going to talk about, but it's pretty decent if you want to make a shotgun build. I wouldn't recommend using this for damage, but it's a utility gun. It's got perfect distance, which gives you optimal range, and perfectly rooted. While equipped and in cover, all skill damage and healing is increased by 30% for 15 seconds. That's really, really high, considering that perfect spike is only 25% skill damage. This is 30%, and it's healing as well. So you need to get this. It's quite a grind, but I'll show you guys how to do it now. So the buff is lost. This is the only issue, is when you leave cover. So you have to be in cover, and it's for 15 seconds. So while equipped and in cover, all skill damage and healing is increased by 15 seconds. But you have to be in cover, and when you leave cover, it doesn't work. But it can only occur every 60 seconds. Now, this might be an issue because we've actually got our Seeker Mines back every 10 seconds. Which, now, to make up for that, you guys need to get the Surge. Or you can just use normal Spike. It's up to you. I would recommend using a rifle or a marksman rifle to get the better accuracy. Headshots grant 25% skill damage for 8 seconds. You can be utilizing this while this is on cooldown, and you can just alternate, and you'll have 25% damage all the time. I normally just use this, but I wanted to showcase to you guys this because this is very good in PvE as well, especially if you're running a healer build as well. So let's have a look how you're going to get it. Technician specialization, you're going to push G on PC. Just go through the... there's a whole bunch of stuff you have to do, guys. Donate 50 resources, kill 20 enemies with a shotgun. You guys know the specialization items you need to go through. I think it's level 4. Level 4, you actually get the blueprint for the send-off. So just go through. I'm not going to tell you exactly how to do it. Just go through all the lists. Do your best to get it done. It will probably take you about 3 to 4 hours if you're just doing it casually. Just give it a go. Try to do it with your friends, because you also get the Motherly Love blueprint for the gloves. And yeah, that's how you get the send-off, guys. So go and grind it. It's very, very strong. It really works well with this combination. So let me show you exactly how I play with this build. And this is kind of, I would consider this a secret, because a lot of people don't actually know that you can do this. I was told only recently by some subscribers and my community members in my Discord about this. So when you throw a Seeker Mine, a lot of people will have a drone or something which you have to deconstruct, and it takes a few seconds. And the drone, you know, if you're not speccing into skill haste, you're going to suffer and not be able to utilize the feedback loop to its greatest potential. So whenever you guys throw a Seeker Mine, you're going to throw it, and because we spec into skill damage, our Seeker Mine skill haste is going to be bad. It's 30 seconds. But as you can see, bang bang, pull the shield out, put it back away, and you get them back instantaneously. Not only is that the best, most efficient way to get your Seeker Mines back, look at the bottom right, and the bar is full. We do it again, and throw it again. Every single 10 seconds, we've got maxed out skill damage Seeker Mines that is so strong in legendary missions, PvP, whatever. It's just a blast to use, and it's just instant because the shield is so easy to pull out. And the nice thing about it as well is pulling out your shield is always good, because you can defend yourself and take some damage to help your teammates or to protect from enemies rushing. So in legendary missions, you can actually tank quite a decent amount because it's a high tier shield, which is great. So look, bottom right again, it's just a constant spam. So in my opinion, this is the most efficient way to deal consistent damage. And as you guys can see, we're hitting over 3 million a Seeker Mine every 10 seconds. And there's a whole bunch of Seeker Mines. And you can also go into your Seeker Mines, mod them, and I can't do it now, and then put extra cluster mines so you can increase the amount, which is great, because normally, well, with the normal tier 6, you actually get +6 cluster mines, which is really, really good. And then if you use this, well, this is how I generally do it if I'm not using my shield out of cover. I'll wait in here with my send off, because, you know, in legendary missions you don't want to be out of cover for too long. Utilize that, and then swap to your surge, and then always be proccing this, and then, well, for the 60 seconds that it's not active. And you can also use it with your shield. So this is how I play with this, and then I'm constantly throwing Seeker Mines with my shield. Bang bang, and then it comes back, you run around, pull it out again, and then you're throwing it whilst proccing Spike. You can even proc Spike after you've thrown the Seeker Mines. It's just broken. Get back into cover to proc the perfectly rooted, comes back out, get it, throw your Seeker Mines again. It's like a constant every 10 seconds. It's great to use, especially if you put well, the talent, instead of using this gun because it doesn't hit the hardest, you could put normal Spike on an M1A and you are doing massive amounts of damage. It's just a great way to utilize this gear set, and I feel like this is the strongest way to use it. And I just wanted to give you guys this information because a lot of people I see don't utilize it properly. They'll have like a healer drone, which I used to do, and they would spend like 15 seconds waiting for their healer drone to cool down, and they, because of their healer drone wasting the feedback loop, they would be speccing into skill haste, which is a waste. You just want to go straight into skill damage. But here's another thing, sometimes it bugs. Okay, so what happens is this you'll see this symbol come up and it will actually block the 10-second cooldown. So how you would fix that, I've just done it now about 5 minutes ago, trying to record this video for you guys. You swap to your glass cannon or whatever, you swap to another glass cannon, throw a seeker mine, and then just come back to your normal gear set hardwired, and it fixes it, and the feedback loop is 10 seconds, and it starts to work up again. So I hope you guys did enjoy this little kind of like a few hints. I just wanted to give you the rundown on how I utilize my seeker mine builds and how I feel like it's the most efficient way. Sniper turrets are also really good. You don't have to use it this way. This is just the best spammable seeker mine build out there, whilst being able to do massive amounts of damage. So I hope you guys did enjoy this guide. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more Division 2 content, consider becoming a member, and I'll be seeing everybody in the next video. Peace out, Age.